Well, the Indian Air Force's new C-130J aircraft, one of 6 bought from the US 2 years ago, has crashed near Gwalior in Madhya Pradesh. The plane, also known as Super Hercules, had reportedly taken off from Agra in Uttar Pradesh and crashed 72 miles from Gwalior. It is a newly acquired aircraft of the Indian Air Force crashed near Gwalior today, killing 5 defence personnel on board. The aircraft, of course, the C-130J, popularly known as the Super Hercules, was acquired in 2011 and was used mainly for transportation purposes by the IAF. It is said, of course, that the aircraft had taken off from the Agra Air Base on a flying training mission and crashed in the Karauli district in Rajasthan, 72 miles from Gwalior. The IAF, of course, has ordered a court of inquiry into the incident. Remember, the Super Hercules is a matter of pride for India. It was used in a major show of strength against China when its troops pitched tents in Ladakh's Daulat Beg Ulti sector in 2013. India also deployed the aircraft while assisting Malaysia in its search for the missing jet MH370. But a court of inquiry has been ordered into this particular incident. Various theories doing the rounds, some stating that it was a technical glitch, others stating that the landing was faulty, and some others stating that it was the pilot's fault. But 5 people being killed due to this particular incident, all of them are said to be defence personnel. A tragic incident indeed coming to light. This particular aircraft was a pride of India. It was the Super Hercules transport plane configured for special operations and airborne assault, and 5 crew members being killed in that crash there. The IAF did go ahead and confirm the incident, saying that yes, it did crash. 5 people have been killed, all of them crew members. A court of inquiry once again has been ordered into this particular incident. Well, the Super Hercules had taken off from Agra in Uttar Pradesh and crashed 72 miles from Gwalior. So a tragic incident, of course, months after we've been seeing so many naval tragedies come to light. Yet another defense tragedy. This time around, it is an aircraft. And moving on, the Supreme Court gave its interim order today with regard to the IPL betting case after 24 hours after giving its recommendations for the same. Let's take a look at exactly what transpired. The Supreme Court today ruled that Sunil Gavaskar will replace N. Srinivasan as the BCCI president for IPL 7 alone. Sunil Gavaskar will be the interim president of BCCI only for managing affairs of the IPL. The Supreme Court said that Sunil Gavaskar will be the interim president of BCCI only for managing affairs. It also asked Gavaskar to get out of contractual obligations with the BCCI for commentary. The court also said that matches of Season 7 will go on as per schedule, and it is not going to stop any team or player to participate in the IPL. The Supreme Court also said that Gavaskar will be compensated for the job of interim president by the BCCI. However, BCCI told Supreme Court that Dhoni never made a statement that Gurunath Mayappan was just a cricket enthusiast. And more importantly, of course, Chennai Super Kings as well as the Rajasthan Royals will be allowed to play in the IPL. There is no ban on them, but the Supreme Court interim order coming in for the time being. The actual final order will come in on April 16th as per proposals given by both BCCI as well as the Supreme Court's own recommendations. It has come to the conclusion that Sunil Gavaskar will be the BCCI chief for the term of the IPL, post which Shivlal Yadav will take over. And besides that, it is a huge relief for the Chennai Super Kings and the Rajasthan Royals as they are not being banned from the IPL. But of course, the BCCI counsel today, Aryama Sundaram, said that when what the Supreme Court had said in its interim order was much on the same lines as proposed by the BCCI itself and given in writing. Of course, the BCCI also strongly refuted whatever allegations were made against Mahendra Singh Dhoni, the captain of the Indian cricket team. But of course, the Supreme Court passing an interim order related to the controversial role of BCCI President N. Srinivasan in the 2013 IPL spot fixing scam, but making it very clear that it will not stop with the 7th edition of the Indian Premier League. Let's listen in to what the BCCI lawyer Arima Sundaram had to say.
Because this is exactly what the BCCI had proposed yesterday. Yesterday, before the hearing commenced, I had given the proposal of BCCI as to what is to be done pending this hearing. And I'm very glad that the order as passed today is very much in keeping with the proposal which the BCCI itself had given. Let me explain something very clearly. Very reckless allegations were made against the Indian captain based on certain allegations that he had tried to cover up, and what he was claimed by the petitioner to have said to the committee. The fact of the matter is he never said any such thing. It is very easy in court to stand up and make all kinds of allegations. It is a totally different thing to substantiate them, and I am only very unhappy that we as Indians should have allowed a position of making a reckless allegation against the captain of India when the team is in Bangladesh fighting for bringing back a trophy to India and doing so well, that we are totally unmindful of all this, quite willing to make any kind of reckless allegation in court just to further a case. And I am very sorry about that. And on the 16th of April, when this case resumes, we will clearly establish the fact that such allegations are totally reckless and uncalled for. Yesterday, a proposal was given by the BCCI. The BCCI made very clear that since we were concerned with a swift investigation, and such investigation should be conducted with complete probity, and there should not be any element of public doubt as to the probity of this investigation, that Mr. Srinivasan would not discharge the activities of the president of the BCCI, and someone else could discharge those activities for the time being. This was the proposal which was given in writing to the court yesterday by the BCCI. The court order today is in very much saying the same thing, says that Mr. Srinivasan will not discharge the functions so far as the activities of the BCCI are concerned at this juncture. Further hearing is on 16th, when the case will be heard and decided in court. We were also very particular that there should not be any suspension or disqualification of any team at this juncture, especially since everything, even as per the report, was unverified and had to be further investigated, and also was subject to any decision to be taken in suitable disciplinary proceedings. We felt that at this juncture we could not, without all this, stop a team from playing, that it would also heavily impact the success and of the IPL and would affect millions of cricket-loving public. And I'm very glad to say the court has not in any manner interfered with the IPL, passed any order which interferes with any team participating in the IPL. I think the comments on Mr. MS Dhoni were most unfortunate, were reckless, and ought never to have been made. And it is a very sad day that such comments are made and then they are publicized all over when he is captaining the Indian cricket team and so well today, and we're all looking forward to India bringing home the trophy. I only wish we would look ahead and see the love of cricket and not try to make all kinds of scurrilous allegations which are not borne out, and which on the 16th, when the matter is heard, we will be replying and we will show all that. There was, in fact, all these were recorded by the Justice Mughal Committee report. All those recordings can be heard, and this is what the Captain of India has said, and we have full faith in the Captain of India.
Well, Arima Sundaram, they're going ahead and slamming the prosecution counsel Harish Salve for pulling up Dhoni's name, besides which making it very clear and clarifying that the interim order is very much along the lines of what the BCCI's proposal also said, saying that yes, the BCCI did suggest that Srinivasan step aside till the investigations are complete. But let's listen in to what Justice Mukul Mudgal, the very man who was in charge of the committee which filed the report, had to say.
I think it's a very balanced order. It balances the interest of the administration, purity of the game, and the interest of the player. and I'm sure it will go a long way in improving Indian cricket. I wouldn't know about that. I only know that the acting president for IPL purposes would be Mr. Sunil Gavaskar. Look, he is one of the most experienced players we have. He is one of the most experienced expert and commentators. Cricketing-wise, his knowledge is unparalleled. And now that he's there, I'm sure he'll do good for the game.
Well, Mukul Mudgal there going ahead and hailing the Supreme Court order, saying that yes, no better man for the job but Sunil Gavaskar, considering his vast experience in the area of cricket. So this is what it will be. Sunil Gavaskar, the working president of the BCCI, for the duration of the IPL alone, posted that the BCCI's choice of Shivlal Yadav will take over as the interim chief, and this will be the case till the investigations are complete in the IPL fixing scam. Meanwhile, the IPL will go on as expected this year, with the Rajasthan Royals as well as the Chennai Super Kings not being banned. And moving on, H.D. Kumaraswamy and Veerappa Moily may be political rivals, but both of them have something in common, and that is their massive wealth. A complaint has been filed against the duo for allegedly filing false affidavits while declaring their assets. The complaint has been lodged by JDU candidate GKS Reddy. Anil Kumar Jha, the Chief Election Officer, has received a complaint and has agreed to take appropriate action after probing the matter. Curious twist being given to the Chikbalapur politics there. Both Veerappa Moily as well as HDK, both of course candidates in Chikbalapur Lok Sabha constituency, facing the heat as GKS Reddy, a JDU candidate, has alleged that both of them have in fact made a false declaration of their assets. A complaint has been filed against the two with the Election Commission, and Anil Kumar Jha, the Chief Election Officer, has promised that necessary action will be taken after lengthy investigations to find out if in fact there is any truth to the allegation and accusation, if in fact HDK and Veerappa Moily have not declared the true sum of their assets.